Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in once again. If you watched my last two videos, you would have seen me ride my KTM back to back with my friend Jerry Lorenz's 2024 Yamaha 450. And since I got back on the bike from my shoulder surgery, I've been struggling a little bit with the setup. As I mentioned in my previous video, I think all summer, last summer, and every summer pretty much, I go stiffer and stiffer on my setting as I get more fit, stronger, faster, just more comfortable, and especially riding the tracks that I usually ride, which are pretty soft dirt. I tend to go with a stiffer setup. As soon as I hopped on Jerry's Yamaha, even just sitting on it before I even started moving, I could tell that the suspension was way softer, and I thought I was going to dislike it for that reason. But then the first section that I hit, I could tell that the softer suspension was actually way better on this specific track. Hopping back on my bike after riding Jerry's, I could tell immediately that my spring rates were too high. Could also be because I've lost a little bit of weight with the injury. I've lost some muscle mass and whatnot. But on the way home, I was definitely a little bit defeated. I was kind of thinking to myself, like, man, how did I develop this setting all summer and then come to find out that it was pretty far off the mark? And that's kind of the rider that I am. Typically, I just get comfortable on whatever setup that I'm on, whether it's really good or really bad, and I just get used to it. I'm the type of person who would rather get used to a mediocre setup than change everything every time I'm at the track and not really know exactly what my bike is going to do. So I kind of fall into that rut, but that's why I really enjoy riding other people's bikes, because it gives me an opportunity to feel other settings without changing my bike. And in this case, it led to a huge change in my own setting for the better, for sure. So that night I saw that Moto Extreme, which is the track we're at, post that they were going to ride the next day and not do any prep. They were leaving the track exactly how they left it from the day before. So I thought, perfect opportunity to make a big change on the bike, go back to the track that I was just struggling on and see if the bike was any better. So I decided to drop from the 4.8 rear spring rate to the stock 4.5, which is actually rated for my weight better than the 4.8. The reason I ended up on the 4.8 initially was because last spring I was struggling so hard to find a setup that I ended up racing the first 3 nationals on the bone stock shock, like stock valving, everything. Because the valving is a little bit too soft, I had to bump up to the 4.8 spring in order to stiffen it up a little bit. And on the stock setting, I liked the 4.8 spring. However, once I had TCD do my suspension, they left the 4.8 on at my request, but they told me I should really try the 4.5 whenever I get a second. And I was just so much happier with the TCD valving as opposed to stock that I just left it all summer because I was way more comfortable on that. In hindsight, I wish I would have tried the 4.5 because you guys will see in this video, it is way, way better. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to end up running all season. But yeah, I'll let you guys watch this footage and then I'll put up some comparison from yesterday on the same track on both my KTM and Jerry's Yamaha. And yeah, you can just see for yourself the difference. So turns out when you pair the correct spring with some really good valving from TCD, you end up with a bike that handles pretty dang well, and I'm really stoked on it. So kick your feet up and enjoy the video. is insane. I can't believe it. I don't know how it looks, but it feels unreal.
I just feel like you're riding your 22 all comfortable.
Yeah.
Just riding without having to.
This whole section right here is crazy.
You're carrying so much speed, and I'm not worried about it swapping. Just the way it sits, the way it rides, it's not kicking.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I think this was 100% the move all along. I can't believe it took this long.
CD valving with the right springs. Forks could probably be made better, you think?
I think the forks we could try dropping a spring rate too. I think we could try dropping the spring rate back in the fork and see how that feels. It doesn't feel bad, but I mean, if it could feel better, then let's make it better. But yeah, holy cow. Obviously, I'm out of shape. I have hardly ridden in the last 7 months, but even to go that speed for 10 minutes, I feel like is a pretty good sign in February.
Yeah, they start doing laps.
Yeah.
Get a new bike figured out. Have they released the factory edition?
No, they're not for sale yet.
So we can't even send you one yet?
I don't know. I mean, some of the demo, like the magazines, have them.
Yeah. They're perfectly balanced. The foot was out in front, and the foot never wavered, and it's just constant speed. Yeah, I'll get it again.
Can you see this little like wheel tap thing right here? That's wild. Nah, you don't need to film anymore. I just was wondering if you got it or not.
Yeah, I stood right there and just kind of panned with it. The bike was flipped over mid RPM, like in a tall gear, so your velocity was high and your foot never wavered. Never tried to stand up, it just carved.
Yeah, it feels unreal.
Yeah.
That's all there is to say about it, really. Sick.
Get ready for the big game. Yeah, it's good to see you back.
Unreal.
From watching from the sidelines last year, I mean, I didn't know you were struggling that bad. But to watch this bike now, it just reminds me of...
It feels just like the old bike now. One spring rate, that's all. I mean, I'm sure it could be better, no doubt. This is just the beginning, but after spending like a day or two with TCD, I think it'll be unreal.
Very nice.
Hell yeah. That's unreal, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you don't stay complacent. You keep trying things. If you're not happy, with enough trial, you can become happy.